Hi guys, so I do another quick Facebook Live here just to show you something. You guys want to see how hot it is out here today? I'll show you how hot it is, okay? The road is melting. The whole damn road is melting. It's down to one lane because the road is melting. That's how hot it is today. It's 107. It was 114 earlier on. That's how hot it is. The road is melting. It's down to one lane. Even the aircon isn't even working anymore. Oh. And on top of that, absolutely knackered tired. Because
follow your men's tracks in front.
You can actually follow your men's tyre tracks in front. That's how hot it is. It's actually melting the ground. The whole road is melting, like, in front of us. See the cops up there as well on the right hand side.
5-10 mile tailback.
Does more than that. We're 35 minutes out. No, this is not a jacket. This is far from a jacket. I found the least respectable piece of clothing I could find to put it on me. So, nasty crash up the road there earlier on as well. And a nasty truck fire as well. There was another truck on fire up the road there as well earlier on. Whole trailer was gone. Everything was destroyed in that. So that's how hot it is. Damn road is melting. So, I swear, it's currently 5 minutes past 5. We still have another over half an hour to go now. But it's obviously going to take a lot longer with this traffic, and hopefully there's a road up the road. Hopefully it's still there. So I just said I'd show you that anyway. That's how hot it is. That's the reason I'm wearing the hat. Possibly not the best colour to be wearing too, actually, black, come to think of it. But yeah. So hopefully this gets a little bit better soon, because in a half an hour's time I'm getting to that hotel room. And I'm going to have a nice big long nap for myself because we're so tired. Google Maps said it was going to take us 4 hours.
4 hours, 10 minutes.
Just 4 hours, 10 minutes. We're on the road nearly, what, 7 hours?
Over 6.
Just over 6, yeah. Close to 7 hours. So, how is that guy wearing jackets and jumpers in this heat? Okay. So, Google Maps made a boo-boo. It did not take us 4 hours. We're nearly 7 hours on the road so far. We're absolutely knackered tired. So, as soon as we get to the hotel, the better. Oh, lovely. More cops up here again. There's workers up here shoveling what's left of the road.
So they walked into there,
Yeah, you can see all the work that they're after doing already. They're working frantically up here. This is crazy. Jesus Christ, my heart. Yeah. So hot the road is melting. And sure that's why a lot of the roads are made out of concrete instead of tarmac. I suppose it's probably just a different grade of tarmac over here, but just don't know. I can't wait to get to Austin. We're heading to Austin tomorrow, and we're taking a nice band down there, the Rockabillys down the Broken Spoke. Looking forward to seeing these guys. They're starting at 9 PM, so we'll pop down and say hello. Taking some music, some dancing. Thank God the roads have to get a little bit better. There's just a small bit of tarmac left on it. It's nearly down to bare. Jesus. Just for the crack earlier on, we put our hands out the window and they didn't last very long. No. Had to take them right back in again. Air con up full. Earlier on we were there saying, what's all the skid marks for? It wasn't skid marks, it's actually where the tarmac atom is gone. It's down to bare concrete. That's where the tarmac atom was. They're just dragging it all along with them. There's cars with tar alongside of them. So the sooner we get to the hotel, the better. 'Cause I can't wait to have a good nap for myself. Good sleep. As we got no sleep again last night, because I was trying to say it there earlier on, but the wind was catching the microphone, so I couldn't say anything. So earlier on, the place you were staying there, Stink Creek. But at the place you were staying in earlier on, in Amarillo, the bed was right alongside of the air conditioning unit, and you couldn't move it because the room was small, and had to have it on last night because we would have just baked inside in the room. We would have just been killed if we didn't put it on. And I was sleeping alongside of the air conditioner, and the bed was so close to it that it was blowing up underneath the sheets, which was fine for about 2 minutes. But I woke up this morning, the left hand side of me was cold, the right hand side of me was roasting, and I'm sure if you hit me with a hammer last night, at one stage I would have shattered it like a piece of glass. So I woke up this morning, the inside of me was freezing and the outside of me was warm. I was like a fridge. Oh God. There's a Wisteria on the next flight. We're 31 minutes out. Well, so they say. Both very tired today. And it's one long journey. The Farmer 10 will be gone soon. I don't know about that now. The thing is, with the Farmer 10 is, it'll go away for so long. Maybe a week or 2 weeks. The minute you go back to Ireland, it's back again. You know? Unless you had a constant heat like this, it wouldn't work. I'll just continue to look like a hillbilly for the rest of my life, I think. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Car skidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because there's no road. The car is actually skidding because there's no traction on the road whatsoever. The road is melted. So, white flat road. It is now. So, hello Ryan and Steve, enjoying your videos. Hi Bernie, how's it going? Bernadette says hello.
Hi, Bar. It's a bit hot, Bar. Putting it mildly.
I'll show you just how hot it is in the car. This is inside the car. Never mind what it is outside. This is what it is on the inside. 106 degrees. And that's no joke. It's not get it done, it's get her done. Get it right. Sylvester Road.
Now, pussycat.
So, thanks to Charisse as well, who did the laundry for us.
Oh yeah. Here's an interesting story for you. Thanks to Charissa and Amarillo for doing the laundry for us because this clown here, thinking he was very clever by putting bottles of beer and the bottles of whiskey, and then I was looking for the aftershave and the sprays and everything, and I couldn't find any of them. I was going, where did I put them? I put them in with the laundry basket. So we took the bags into the laundry and collected them today, and there we go. That's where we found them. Went in this morning and the girl says, thanks for the beer, thanks for the whiskey, and I had a good wash for myself. We were looking at it going, what? So, yeah.
Looked like she had a hangover, isn't it?
Oh, that kind of whiskey wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's strong stuff. Trying all new sorts of stuff over here, so. Steve, how's racking up the miles going?
Yeah, it's over 6,000 miles now.
Over 6,000 miles.
That's not including all the other small journeys. It's near
It's near 7, I think.
near 7,000.
Yeah, it is near 7,000 miles. Easy. So far. So it's this grand racket. Oh my god, what was that?
It's just
Stuff coming off the back of the truck. That was the second time today. The big box came off the truck up earlier on. Yeah, it's just over 7,000 miles. Or close to it. So it's grand racking them up once you just have the nap every now and again, you know.
28 miles away.
Yeah, 28 miles. So that's it. That's scary. Yeah. Good stuff. Hi babe. Yeah, we're enjoying it. It's hard work. It's a lot harder this time than what it was last time. I'm sure that we got a little bit too big for our boots, I think, this year, because this is like this is more like a survival journey now, more than a holiday or anything. So
We'll be okay when we get to Austin, because we're staying in Austin for 3 days now.
yeah.
Then we have to relax, and we're after booking into a beautiful hotel with a swimming pool.
Yeah.
So we'll be going swimming tomorrow as well.
Yeah, just keep our tugs on and make sure that they're tight. Yeah, it's grand, like we're clocking up something like 7,000 miles now, so I mean, it's grand once you have rest every now and again, but when you're on the road for 7 hours stop, 7 hours stop, I mean, coming into Vegas, it was 12 hours stop. It's hard work, you know, because the country is infested with evil Knievels driving tractors and trucks, and you just gotta keep.
An interesting fact. Yesterday, a town that we were in, Dumas, in Texas, a beautiful town, and out of all the population that are there, unemployment is nearly zero. Everybody's working. But the strange fact is that they have a program to feed the hungry children. So, after making a few inquiries, we found out that yes, everybody's working, but after they pay their accommodation and so on, the wages are actually very small, so the government are handing out food to feed the children, which I found rather strange, but it's a rather big thing in the States. The unemployment rate is down, but the government have to give out handouts of food to keep the kids fed.
And it's not just the government, it's charities and churches too. We know a lot of churches that are doing a lot of great work for services like that. And you know, anybody that's under the age, I think it's 21, 18, I think it's 18 or 21.
Yeah, under 18,
under
18 and under.
Yeah, 18 and unders. That they're getting all the help provided from the churches and all the help provided from these local charities, and they're all run by community spirit. There is no funding from the government whatsoever. These are just genuine salt-of-the-earth people popping up in different parts of the communities that are running these churches, running these small little charity organisations, non-profit organisations. They have all these small little pop-ups that are helping thousands, if not more, children around the US, because it's just not right, you know.
A lot of people are working 2 and 3 jobs a day, so they're putting in 16 hours a day.
Yeah,
so
we actually met a girl who she's a lone parent. She had a child with this one guy, and she has a child, and she has 3 jobs, and she's working, I think, was it 16 hours a day she's working just to provide for herself and her child. And that's crazy, you know, it really is. And was she working 5 days a week or something, you know? I mean, she has no time with her child. She's on her own, and she's providing just for her and the child. I mean, that's crazy. So
that's all the good news.
Yeah. So we're coming into a place called Markel. So there you go. So the road is still melting, but it's not half as bad. It is 110 degrees now, and it's 20 past 5. It's 5:20. So. We are absolutely knacker tired. We are falling down, and we thought getting a milkshake would help us, but it didn't. It did for a while, cool us down, you know. So they're really good in the heat, milkshakes. They're excellent. So definitely a tip for you guys: if you're anywhere hot, pop into anywhere, someplace like a McDonald's or something for a milkshake. It really cools you down big time. Water helps so much, you know?
Yeah, we're going to take in a few of the local hosteleries tonight. Check out the watering holes.
Yeah, yeah. The water with hops and barley.
And I'm sure there's a few with ice beer.
Well, it'll be a early night because we must head up very early again in the morning to head to Austin. So, unlike last night where we decided to create a beer and we said, okay, we'll have 1 or 2 bottles and then we'll go to bed. That didn't work out like the way it happened. It happened as we had 1 or 2 bottles when we opened to create a beer.
There seemed to be a lot more empty bottles in the morning than what there was the night before. I couldn't figure that out.
So
I think somebody broke in and drank them while we were asleep.
Yeah, so just apologies there to that place we were staying at because I'm pretty sure the hotel room is covered in beer bottles. And I don't know how that happened. Because one led to another and so on and so forth.
There was no spillage.
No spillage. Absolutely not. A few lost beer bottle caps though.
We found a new opener, how to open the bottles when you haven't got an opener.
I mean, like, how many openers did we pass? I mean, it's been 2 years. 3 years?
I think it's just like the beer tastes nicer when you open them that way, you know?
Yeah, the beer tastes nicer when you open it with a door, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe that's just the sense of enjoyment out of drinking the beer when you have to open it with the door or open it with a microwave or something. You know, I mean, or a fridge door or something. My favourite thing to open the bottle is the safety latch on a door. It's quite fun. It makes a sound exactly like No Country for Old Men. So you're just expecting to see that big weirdo to shoot the gun. So. Oh God. We took some nice snaps yesterday, but I must go through them. See if there's anything on them.
Big hello to Frank.
Yeah, he's watching actually, I'm sure, is he? I just thought I'd talk to him.
Big hello to Rattlesnake Frank. Frank the Rattler. Or Rattlesnake Guide. Frank looked after us very well yesterday.
Yep.
Fed us with a few steaks and brought us out shooting.
Yep. I'm going to put up a bit of a post later on about that.
And big thank you for the hat as well, Frank. It came in very handy.
Did.
Everybody was saluting us. They thought we were locals. Somebody asked Ryan, does he know any place where he can buy a John Deere?
There was a girl yesterday actually that was working in Walmart. He stopped in a Walmart last night and I couldn't believe it. He turns around, he says, take a look at her name.
I said, Felix, you're after getting captured.
No, he said, bandit.
Yeah.
Bandit, you're after getting done, he said. I said, what the hell are you on about? He says, look at her name. Look at your one's name that's working on the counter. Justice. Oh man. If I was working there, I'd have so much fun. I'd be having Buford tea every single day wrote on that name tag. And walk in with the Smokey and the Bandit jacket. I would. I'd have to. So.
We'd have to finish the Facebook Live with the same comment that she said to us going on to do.
Oh yeah.
Have a nice day, y'all.
That wasn't the way she said it though.
Yeah.
The way she said it was a lot different. That you have a nice day, yo. In the most sarcastic way possible. A question: Why would you name your child Justice? I understand that if you're a sheriff or if you're a judge or something, it'd be funny if you called your child Justice.
Yeah.
Why would you call your child Justice though? I mean, it's not a very pretty name unless there's some meaning behind it, like, you know. It's like calling your child Anus. You know.
Well, I wouldn't call my child Anus.
You know, but we have to meet a lot of Anuses over here. You know.
They use different names.
There's a lot of funny names over here. I mean, like, as I said, if back home I wouldn't call my child Justice. wouldn't call my child Anus. Or is it Heinous? Is it Heinous or Anus? Whatever. It's Anus to me anyway.
I claim the 5th.
I don't know what it is anymore.
But President Trump is very popular over here.
Yeah, he's still very popular over here.
We thought coming over that he might be as popular as he was 2 years ago when we were here, but a lot of people still like Donald Trump for some reason.
They're saying that Trump is definitely going to get back in 2020. And in the last 7,000 miles we're after covering some ground, and we asked everyone we met the same question: what's your opinion and what's your political status on it? What's your opinion? And every one of them said Trump. So take it from me, go into Paddy Powers when he's going to be elected in 2020, and you can put your bet down then, and you can share half your winnings with me. That's no problem whatsoever.
It happened 2 years ago when we were here,
And we were right.
and
Again.
all the people that we were talking to said Donald Trump was going to win,
Yep.
and all the polls, they were all wrong. He went there and he won it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the same again for the next election. Donald Trump is going to get re-elected.
Yeah, he
I
will.
have no doubt.
Trump will be re-elected once again in 2020. So, you're welcome. Can't buy this information. Oh yay! We can show you something.
Choo-choo. Coming up.
Here's a choo-choo for you.
It's a small one.
Here's a small train for you this time. Okay, there it is. That's the one in the back. Okay, so there's one engine on the back. Right. You can show you one of the length of the trains. I was trying to show you the other day, but I ran out of memory. But I don't need memory for Facebook Live, so here you go. If you want to go make a cup of tea, folks, you can. And you can come back again in another 5 minutes, because it's still going to be here. It's actually a small one.
It's a small, yeah. There was 3 engines on the front of the other one.
And that's only the back of it, though.
Yeah.
The last one we saw, there was 3 engines in the front and the back. There was 4 in the front, there was 3 in the back, I think. Yep. Still
Exit
going.
right ahead.
Well, if I hear his voice one more time today. Truck accident. Take that number down. Knew we were going this year. Yeah, that was a small one. There's only 2 engines in the front of it. Yeah. Ah, well. The last one was about 4 times the length of it. Why not freedom? You could call it child freedom, I suppose, yeah?
Yeah. I wonder if the people down south, you know, when they're
Yeah.
mixed breeding, and they call the first child justice and the second child injustice. Just a thought.
That's an next bad day, well. Plenty of them around here. We are in Abilene.
After 800 yards, take the exit right.
He's come to the stage where I'm grinning at the sat-nav. When I hear his voice, I'm just going, "Arr." He's helping, but he's not helping.
Take the exit right.
Right.
So that's it, folks, for a while.
I think so. Yeah. That's it, folks, for a while, I think. We're in Buffalo country. That's right, you stay there. Don't come out and top me again. I hate that. they come to a yield sign and it's like a go faster sign for them or something. I don't know what it is. Yield, you know? No, don't yield. And then overtake us. Okay, like. Train spotting in America, justice for all. That was burning. Well, I hate the drivers over here. I mean, they can. Oh, I know if I was a cop, I'd just be done for. I'd be blacklisted straight away. I know I would. Get him off highway patrol. He's doing everyone. So. I don't know what it is. They just can't drive? Why can't they drive? The races are on. It's actually a rodeo there, though. Hey! We'll head to that later on if I'm not dead in the bed. Dias AFB. Whatever that means. There was a silver warning earlier on, right, actually. And now I heard of amber warnings and everything, but I never heard of silver warning, so I had to look that one up. It's a warning that goes out. They broadcast a message to everyone. It's sent out to phones and send out electronic billboards and whatnot. And it's for especially for elderly people or elderly people with mental health that are going through, let's say, dementia or Parkinson's or anything like that. Anyone with anything with dementia or whatever. So the issue is silver warning for a missing person, either elderly or with mental health. So just a bit of information if you guys ever came across it, that's what it means. An amber alert, amber warning is when there's another missing person. So we got that in Nashville actually. So just handy little things to keep in mind. The last time we were here, we had an amber alert and the phone went crazy. It started beeping and then the car started beeping. It was just issued and it went all over the news and everything. So handy things just to keep in mind, because you just never know when you're going to come across them if you're over. So we're going to say goodbye for now, folks, and we'll probably join you again later on. See what's going to happen. I don't know what we're going to do tonight. We'll have to take it easy, as we do have a big long journey ahead of us again tomorrow. So we are going to Austin, taking in a great band, taking in a great place, and we're going to stay a few days too. We're going to meet up with a load of people in Austin too, hopefully. A lot of old friends. And there's an idiot on the road again. The place is full of them. So Gary, I don't know what it is with you with names, but you must be getting your names from strippers or something. Destiny. And Destiny's a stripper now. Oh, crap! Right. Whew.
Alright?
Yeah, that was great. The brakes work, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the red light, did you? All of a sudden.
I'm colourblind.
Oh, yeah. Jesus. The last time the car broke like that to us inside the desert when I was driving it. So, we'll see you later on, folks, and hopefully I'm still alive when I talk to you next time.
Have a good day, y'all.
Have a good day. I'll see you again, possibly in a few hours, if I'm awake.